Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday, and I am coming to you live from bed today. I have given myself most of this week off, and today I am certainly off. And we are here continuing our year of self-care. And part of my self-care today is not really getting out of bed to do my live. I'm just going to do it from where I am. And last week we were focused on gratitude. Did you find some time to express some gratitude and feel the joy of acknowledging the support or the care or the love or the help that you were receiving in your life? Did you practice if somebody offered you gratitude, simply just saying thank you or they acknowledged you? Did you just say thank you and nothing else? I hope so. I had some prime opportunity this weekend to express some gratitude. My partner does landscaping, gardening, design, and we were out doing some jobs. I had some time, so I decided to go and help and work with him. And oh, honey, man alive, when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, you get perspective. I have forgotten how hard his work is and just how much he puts his body into it and, the effort that it takes. And it was a really good reminder because, y'all, I can get short-sighted sometimes. I can get real persnickety about stuff like, oh, well, when you come home, I need you to do this, and 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 this. I get really caught up in things being like equal and fair. And I'm just in a place of real gratitude that my partner works so very hard and that I've been able to get a little bit of perspective so that I can remember that when he comes home, he wants to sit down and chill because his body is tired. Because I know my body has been like, whoa, girlfriend, what are we doing? So I think the other place of something that I've learned this weekend is that gratitude also helps us to think about the effort, the contribution that somebody else in our life is making that goes maybe above and beyond what we are capable of. And I make contributions that go above and beyond what he's capable of. And that can be enough. It doesn't always have to be equal. I got to get over that. I think that's a trauma response. I should probably do a separate post on just that topic alone. I think it comes up a lot. Okay, so what are we going to be looking at this week? Let's go back to our self-care card deck. I love doing these lives first thing in the morning. I'm barely awake. I'm like, do I even have words? Okay, I'm working on it. Okay, let me do a little shuffle. What is going to be our self-care focus for this week? All right, here we go. Gonna see where I want to stop. There. Whoa, interesting. So we've got power for this week. Oh my gosh. So on the front, we have a woman or person in kind of this floaty black dress that's just kind of blowing. There's lightning, there's water, there's a flower, there's a butterfly, there's a Colosseum, like a really strong Roman column structure off to the side. And there's really dark clouds, but then there's also this really beautiful opening where we can see maybe some light coming through. And, she has her arms raised. It's almost like she's commanding the weather. Own your power. Every storm brings a fresh, new beginning. Okay, interesting. How does power support us in self-care? Well, when we're in the midst of a storm, sometimes we get a little lost in our self-care. Sometimes when we're feeling depressed or we're feeling challenged by life, maybe we're going through some heartbreak or a loss of a job or a loss of a friendship, loss of something. There's a challenge, there are fears, there are concerns, there are worries, financial pressures often come up. And in the midst of this storm, when we don't have connection to our own empowered self, we throw our hands up in the air, but not to command, not to really be the orchestrator. What's the guy who stands at the front of the orchestra? Oh my gosh, y'all. Somebody type it in. What's the name? The conductor. We're not the conductor of our life. We surrender. Oh, life is just coming at me. There's nothing I can do. I'm at the mercy of this situation. And I know in my own experience, I felt that way a lot of times in my life. And I certainly felt that way when I was being abused. That I didn't have any choice. And that is 100% true. I was overwhelmed by a situation. I was not in a position of power. I was a child. I didn't have the experience, the age, the knowledge, the wisdom, the capacity to make choices. In fact, this is one of the key things that I have to work on with all of my clients, and I had to work on myself, was really getting that perspective and understanding all of the factors that were at play that really took my choice away. Because the trouble was that lesson, I'm powerless, I'm helpless, I'm at the mercy of somebody else's choices and decisions, didn't just sit around the trauma. It became the way that I felt about life in general. And so as a teenager and then as a young adult, I continued in this mindset, even though factors were changing, even though I was growing up, even though I was becoming an adult, even though I had more and more authority and autonomy. And I had to really spend some time reconnecting with that, doing that work to shift that mindset. I didn't have a choice then, but I have a choice now. And for me, choice is always at the root of power, because when we become disconnected from our choices, we become disempowered. We drop back in to our child mindset, our victim mindset. And so I love getting to work with my clients to help them reconnect to the place of choice and power. And in this way, when storms come into our lives, it's not that we're going to have a great time, y'all. It's not that we're just going to sit in the rain and the thunder and laugh and giggle. I mean, we can. That's one way. That's a choice, right? That's a way of accessing power. We might get there, but we can stay grounded and rooted in our empowered self. We can keep coming back to the truth that with this storm, there are opportunities. With this storm, there are lessons to be learned. You know, I've been going through some challenges in my relationship. We've been in such a period of growth this past year. And that's what relationships do. They make you self-assess. They make you face places where you need to stretch and grow. My partner and I are both really reaching some new levels of communication and relationship. We always have room to grow. And, you know, those storms, they can feel really daunting. They can be very scary when you're in the midst of them. But one thing that always helps me keep perspective is to remember, just like it shows in this card, yes, there's lightning, there's thunder, and there is light on the horizon. There is a space where things begin again. So raise your hands, be the conductor of your life. Step into your power this week. Do not surrender to the mindset that you are at the mercy of anything. You have a choice. If you have any questions, let me know. And as always, if there's anything I can do to be a support to you, I'm here for you. Reach out. Otherwise, until next time, take good care of you. Now I'm going back to bed. Bye, y'all.